Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Just waiting for it to be properly 6 o'clock and we'll get underway. There is going to be a potential for strong or severe storms tomorrow in Flagler County. It is not going to be the degree that they're seeing up in Alabama, Mississippi, and places like that. And actually, you know what? 7 o'clock. Is it 7 o'clock? Okay, we're going live at 7 o'clock. So time chain hasn't quite got to me just quite yet. Hold on one second. Okay, so we are going live now at 7 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. I got a little confused on the time there. Still getting caught up with the time zone. So, and you guys trust me with weather. Anyhow, so here's a quick look at the forecast as we go through the next several days. Sunday, thickening cloud, showers and storms, high temperatures in the 80s, lows in the 50s on the backside of a cold front. Monday and Tuesday look pretty settled and clear, high getting near 70 or so. It's going to be quite a bit cooler than it's been. Temperatures bottoming out into the 40s. And then Wednesday, just a little bit warmer, maybe some patchy cloud, highs mid upper 70s, lows in the 50s. Then Thursday, mostly clear, 70, mid 70s or so, lows in the 40s. Going beyond that, looks to cool off quite a bit. So let's get into the severe weather risk. This is the main reason I think a lot of people are watching tonight. So we are in the marginal severe weather risk area for tomorrow, and that is this green area here. The little bit higher risk, the slight risk zone, is just to our north and west. So if you're traveling towards Jacksonville, out towards Gainesville tomorrow, you have a little bit better chance of running into severe storms tomorrow during the course of the day. So anyhow, with all that being said, what does this mean? We're going to break this down a little bit too. So because you'll hear this talked about a lot. Slight risks, marginal risk. What does all that mean? Well, the good news is for us, the marginal risk is basically the lowest level. So this is a 5-tier system, and the lowest level is marginal risk. And that means that there could be a couple of severe storms mixed in with the rest of them in this region here as this system passes through during the course of the day on Sunday. So the other thing I want to make note, though, is this may change as we go through the next 24 hours or so, because these are updated periodically. So these risk areas may be adjusted. So just be aware of that. So this is definitely not set in stone. But this has been pretty much stable the last few forecast cycles. So again, what does it all mean? Again, marginal mean that some storms could be capable of damaging winds and hails. Localized tornado threat could develop, meaning you could get the odd tornado somewhere in that area. But so isolated severe storms possible. And this is generally going to be, again, overall, this is not going to be that big of a deal for most of us. So similar to storms that you see regularly, but you might see, stuff like this every once in a while. So, and again, what is a severe thunderstorm? That means winds gusting greater than 58 miles per hour. Hail of at least 1 inch in diameter, or producing a tornado. So that's what a severe storm is. Now, the area just to the north of us means that isolated to scattered severe storms are expected. So a little bit better chances in that area there, at least according to the Storm Prediction Center. And of course, some of the areas that we're seeing in Alabama and Mississippi, they're at this high risk and moderate risk areas. We do not have any of that in Florida right now. But this is the 5-tier system, and we are here. This is the lowest level right now, and just north of us, and if they expand it, could possibly catch us tomorrow, is this slight risk area. So we'll have to see if that expands. So let's talk about timing. This is the best timing right now that we have from the National Weather Service. This can get tweaked around too, so just keep that in mind. Remember, everything's in flux. There's always a chance of things changing. So right now, especially if you're traveling, the timing for the severe storms is going to be generally 7 to 11 o'clock in the morning in southeast Georgia, North Florida, and in like Jacksonville area, Gainesville. The timing looks to be anywhere from 10 o'clock in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. And then for Flagler County, for our area here, the best timing looks to be somewhere between 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. Wow, that's quite a time frame. That is 6 hours. So right now, that's as good as it gets as far as the forecasting is concerned. So right now, we're looking at that time frame for severe storms potential here. And again, the low risk of that. So just a reminder is that you want to get warned and make sure that you have the ability to do that. You can sign up for Alert Flagler by flaglercounty.gov/alert Flagler, and that will get you hooked up with the warning system that emergency management provides here in Flagler County. So, just continuing on, this is the way the weather map looks, and this way we'll be looking tomorrow. And you can see down here, hang on one second. No, this is live. So, right here is hang on one second. This front right here, this is the main driver, and the storm system driving it well off to the north. So, but that severe weather risk area, again, right into the edge of Flagler County. So that is where we are, with the way things are going to be set up. So this front is going to be pushing through on Sunday. And hey, Scott, so this front is going to be pushing through on Sunday and bringing those showers and storms along with it. Secondary front comes through, kind of reinforce things, and then this huge high pressure system will be our main weather feature for the remainder of the week, at least into Friday. And there have been some signals of potentially another system getting in here this next weekend. There's some signals that might not materialize, so it's just too early to talk about next weekend yet. Let's get to this one first. So, but this is the severe weather risk area, but again, not as widespread, not as intense as what's happening in Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and those places today. So that's the good news for us. We are still going to be dealing with it, though. So Sunday, thickening cloud throughout the day. It might actually start off sunny, but a round of showers and storms in the afternoon, evening. Some of those could be strong. High temperature near 83 degrees. Low temperatures near 53 at night. Again, some of those storms could be strong. Could be some gusty winds in there. Monday through Tuesday, clearing skies. Breezy and cool. High temperatures just struggling to get to 70 degrees. Low temperatures near 45 degrees at night. And then Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. Will be warmer. High temperatures near 77. Low temperatures near 52. And as we get into Thursday, mostly clear skies. Breezy and cool, but a little bit warmer. High temperatures 76, low temperatures near 45. A second cold front comes through, and looks like it's the way things look right now, but it'll be a dry front. So looking at the long range forecast now, this takes us into next weekend and into early next week. Look for temperatures to be averaging above normal and precipitation chances above normal. And again, that's that signal telling us that there is potential, maybe some rain coming into the picture either next weekend or early next week. So as we go even into the longer range, this takes us through next weekend and into the middle part of next week, still looking at above normal temperatures on the average and above normal precipitation, just slightly above normal precipitation. So even the longer long range now, and this takes us into almost the middle part of April, equal chances of above or below normal temperatures. So we could see some cooler weather, maybe a few cool spells perhaps, but things looking to be drier than normal as we go into that long range time frame. Now, fire danger. This is another thing that we've been watching. We've already had a wildfire out in the west side of the county earlier this week. Fire danger is now high. Drought index number 385. So how the drought index works, the wettest conditions rather, are here. That is 0. And then when you get up to about 400, that's the middle of the scale. And then 800 is the top of the scale. That is the driest things get. And right now we are flirting with this 400. We're at 385 right now, right in this area here. And if we keep getting rain every once in a while, though, it might keep us out of big trouble. They are in big trouble down in South Florida. They've been having lots of wildfires down there. But that's the way things stand with fire danger right now. No large-scale wildfires in progress in Flagler County at this point, but there was one out on the western side of the county, well west, out to the north of Mondex earlier this week. So at the beaches, surf 2 to 3 feet. That might increase a little bit. Surf temperature 63 degrees. High risk of dangerous rip currents. UV index very high. Make sure you have your sun protection or you're going to fry. Even if it feels cooler out, UV index will still be strong. So thank you again. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, so forth. And, of course, the latest updates encourage folks to always use official information. Latest updates can be found at weather.gov/jacks. Everybody have a great evening. We'll likely do another update tomorrow, perhaps, with focusing on this storm.